Hi, my name is Ishea. I'm an events manager and a self-development expert.
Hello, my name is Olga and I'm life coach and a business mentor.
Okay, so in this video we are going to be speaking about femininity and feminine energy, how to be more feminine, what it means to be more feminine, and some tips and tricks on how to start being more feminine in our everyday life. So do you want to kick us off with the first tip?
Ooh, my first tip is my favorite tip, is smile. How easy is that? Just to start with smiling more. When you smile, you win people, you open up conversations, you actually show, hello, I'm friendly and I'm open to talk and I like you. And if you all the time grumpy and serious, people will just avoid you. So I think for a lady especially, it's very important to keep a beautiful smile.
That's right, well said and perfect. When you smile, you just open yourself up to people. People are able to approach you more, and of course, opportunities as well will come to you when you smile. Just a simple smile will get you very far. So that's a good first tip. I like it.
True. What's the second?
Okay, so second tip is vulnerability.
Mm.
Yes, I think that part of being feminine, part of feminine energy is being soft and being vulnerable, and showing and expressing that vulnerability. So that sometimes looks like you just being able to ask for help and being open to receiving the help as well. So I think that is a good feminine tip, which a lot of women tend to struggle with sometimes, especially when we're kind of in the masculine zone, whereby we want to be able to do it all ourselves, and which we can, but it's always good to have help, and it's always good to be vulnerable and ask for help.
It's very true, and I'm very guilty here. Very guilty. Being in a business for so many years, it's a habit to actually go and do things, and then you end up being so overstressed and so much anxiety as well. And therefore, when you actually do ask for help, this is when you show your soft side and you tell the world, look, I need help. I'm vulnerable. I'm a lady. I'm a woman. Could you please help me? People are happy to help. That's the most amazing thing.
That's right. People are happy to help. Men love to help as well. Anytime they see somebody who's just in a vulnerable, soft state, they want to help. And for us, it makes life easier for us because we receive help. So yeah,
True.
I think that's a good tip.
Have you ever changed a tire?
No, never.
Why?
Never. Because I don't know how to.
Me too. But what can we do if we get into a situation where we have to change a tire?
Ask for help and be vulnerable. Exactly.
I'm just a woman. I can't change a tire. Could you please help me?
Yeah,
and
that's
then
okay.
we'll be happy to help. Yes. So let's be more vulnerable.
Yeah, that's right.
What is it, tip number 3?
Number 3.
I think the tip number 3 is definitely to be more patient. What do you think about that?
That's true. That's very true, especially in a state where you're vulnerable and you have to receive help. Sometimes help may not be able to come as quickly as you want it to come. So just practicing to be patient, and in the midst of patience, actually just enjoy life while you're being patient, while you're waiting for something. Learn to enjoy the environment that you're in, the people that you're around. That's also part of being feminine, and it's part of enjoying the process of patience, I think.
That's beautiful, exactly. While you've done your online shopping, learn strong man to bring the shopping back into your house. In the meantime, you can do more shopping for someone else. I think it's beautiful.
I like that.
So let's practice patience, absolutely. You know what is there? Another one of my favorite ones?
Yeah.
Is to actually lean back and let man to be a man. Very often what happens, we want to go and organize and do things and call and go and talk and solve things. It's a habit. It is a habit because some of us we had to, some of us we should do. But eventually, if you do ask a man to sort and organize something out, they feel like a man because they've done it. And we feel like, oh, thank you very much. I feel looked after. So I think it's very important to actually lean back sometimes and let man to be the man. It's quite challenging.
It's quite challenging, yes. Especially in a world whereby, again, we're so used to being independent power women who can do it all, which we can, but for the sake of, enriching that interaction between man and woman, it's good to actually allow a man to do what he does best and what he enjoys doing. So I think that's a really good tip. That's I'm really, really happy with that tip, actually.
Me too.
Should we move on to the next tip?
Yes. And what is the next tip?
So next tip is actually being able to receive. Right?
Ooh, I
think
like
that's
that.
a very, very feminine tip because, naturally speaking, men are givers, right? So being able to compliment somebody giving you something means you being able to receive. And I've noticed that as women, we have so much trouble receiving even simple things like receiving a compliment, You're walking down the street, your hair looks good or your dress looks good and somebody compliments you. We're so quick to shoot down the compliment and say, oh, no, it's just an old dress, or oh, my hair, it's not the best, I've done it. But, just practicing being able to receive a compliment, something as simple as a compliment, being able to receive help. All those things I think are very, very feminine energy traits that, benefit us as women and also benefit men as well because they like to be able to help, right?
It's true.
And they like to be able to give.
So how about this? Ashia, you look great today.
Thank you, darling.
Look at that! Fantastic. So simple. And she smiles.
Yes, exactly.
That's great. You know what is my next favorite one?
Let's hear it.
It's dressing up.
Oh.
It's when you put the dress on, when you put nice shoes on and you go out and you naturally want to feel like a woman because your hips swing and you put your just tummy in and your shoulders go back and you just feel different because you dressed up. And when you put just baggy jeans on and some boots and trainers and some jumper, you feel completely different. You feel like a boyfriend. And if you want to be more feminine, look at us. Dress like a lady.
Exactly. And in addition to what you've just said, it's also having that feminine kind of self-care trait. Just taking care of yourself, taking care of your health, your well-being, the way you look, eating well, all that kind of stuff. It's just part of, the feminine appearance of things. And not only is it good for you personally, but it's also good for those people around you, just being able to show up looking good and feeling good.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely, yes. So what do you think can actually help us to remember how to be more feminine? Because all these tips are great, but you have to consciously remember about them. What do you do?
So I've got one amazing tip that you're going to love.
Go on.
So one thing that I like to do is to put on an accessory, so either like a necklace or like a little bracelet or something that reminds me anytime I start getting into masculine zone or masculine energy, that reminds me, oh, okay, remember to be feminine, it's time to be feminine. Exactly, as you touch it, as you feel it, it just reminds you like, oh, okay, there is value in being feminine. Let me remember that and let me do that in this moment, whether it means, okay, let me be patient. Remember, you touch your bracelet and it's like, okay, yeah, it's time for me to be patient, and you do all the tools that you need to do in order to be patient. And I think that really helps. What do you think?
I love it. And I think we should just step back and remember when we went for the first date or second or third, whatever, with a man, what do? We dress up, we put shoulders back, but we also do all these flirty things.
Yes.
We play with our hair, and you're right, we play with accessories. Why do we do it? Because naturally we want to win men, therefore we act more feminine. And later on we put our man hat on and we behave like a man.
There you go.
So to continue being more feminine, to win more business, to build more successful business, to win more friends, to build better relationships, it's really important to actually make sure as a lady, you stay a lady, you're more feminine. And for men, to be masculine, to be man. Come on, man up.
Exactly. The two dynamics, once we exercise the two dynamics, it works well together, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And it complements each other very well. So
it's very true. So let's just sum up everything. What shall we do to become more feminine? We should allow men to lead us, so we should lean back. We should try to be more vulnerable, ask for help. We should smile more. We should be more patient. We should dress like a lady and to have a nice accessory to remind us about all of those tips.
Exactly, and of course, lean back as well.
Lean back, absolutely.
That's perfect, yeah, lovely.
Thank you, Ishea. These were really good tips, and I think we can kick off this year with a new target to be more feminine.
Indeed. Thank you guys for watching the video. See you soon.
See you soon.